Hello everybody, my name is Denis Zhakov. I'm one of top managers of Lingua24 translation agency, and welcome to our video channel Lingua24, where we can run our when we can present different information in English. So today I would like to introduce you with the huge transportation project. I think it's transport of the future. It's called SkyWay system. It's a rail system where rolling stock used on special ropes, so you can see what is it, and you can see how it could be used. And it's not some some futuristic, some drawings, etc., but it's real project with a real factories, with a real scientific bureau. And if you trace our videos, you can use you can see it's a real system which could be built for example in Dubai, in Australia, and Indonesia. And also the test route was built in Belarus with different rolling stock, which was certified in different international organizations. And also you could be an investor and could get profit investing in this real venture company. I think when McDonald's was born at or some Xerox or Apple or Facebook, you haven't paid attention for some company which was born in some garage or in some I don't think in a huge office, but in somewhere in a poor district of dirty small town, for example. And today these are huge companies which are represented in New York exchange. And I think you think why I haven't invested it in it earlier, because I could earn or I could get more and more profit in shares if I have bought their shares, for example, 10 or 15 years ago. So today we're speaking about SkyWay, we're speaking about this transportation, this future transportation, and you can see you can really invest in and get a real profit when you are investing in this project, which has been developing within the last 5 years in such active phase, and which has been developing within 20 years in scientific phase, in scientific period. So let's see presentation and make our conclusion. SkyWay is an overground high-performance transport technology that has no analogs in the world. This is the speed, safety, accessibility, effectivity, and environmental friendliness. SkyWay is a stable basis for information, energy, and transport networks of the new generation. All the elements and at its core have been tested. What is SkyWay? Some transport of SkyWay has a speed up to 500 kilometers per hour. Span distance from 50 meters to 2 kilometers. support height from 6 to 10 meters and more. Maximum declivity 15% and more. Diesel fuel consumption up to 0.7-0.9 liter per stop passenger per kilometer. And of course cost from $2 or from $3 million per kilometer. Arrangement of track structure over ground provides high safety level. SkyWay is a pole-supported rail transport overpass designed to transfer special rolling stock equipped with an anti-derailment system. The rail SkyWay car, called Unibus, is a kind of conventional car mounted on steel wheels. Just as traditional car, it can be driven by a diesel engine, a gasoline engine, a turbine and electric motor, or a combined drive. If necessary, the engine can run on natural gas, methane, hydrogen, alcohol and other clean fuels. In addition, electrification of the rail vehicle is possible with the use of external source of electrical energy, like a trolley, bus, tram or subway. Self-generated power supply can also be used. They mean onboard batteries. They mean energy storage units on capacitor or molecular or other type fuel cells and others. The basis of the track structure are tension pre-stressed uncut string rails or a tension pre-stressed uncut string truss structure, heavy and multifunctional transport system. String rail track structure has no joints and expansion or temperature seams and is noted for a perfect straightness and smooth curves that ensures achievement of the highest operational performance of the transport system, high speed, minimum impact stress, low energy consumption. Due to the anchor every 2-3 kilometers or more and intermediate every 40-60 meters or more, supports the track structure is always located above the ground. Arrangement of the track structure above the ground is essential to reduce the cost of construction, to keep environmental friendliness, as well as to ensure the highest level of safety in comparison to all other models of transport. What are the advantages of SkyWay? So let's see let's make some comparison of types of transport. Savings per 1 kilometer route in comparison with other types of transport. Firstly, it's steel up to 750 tons in comparison with speedy monorail train and magnetic levitation train. The fourth, reinforced concrete up to 15-20,000 cubical meters as compared to a high-speed elevated railroad. The third, land acquisition up to 3 to 5 hectares in comparison with railways and motorways. The fourth, the volume of excavation reduction of 20 to 25,000 cubical meters or more in comparison with amounts of railways and motor roads. High profitability. Financial expenses on construction and running are less by 5 to 7 times and more in comparison with other types of off-street transport, such as a railway and tram overpass, magnetic levitation train and monorail, as well as underground and surface metro. Low haulage costs and short-term return on investment of the subject within a period from 3 to 5 years. Low operation costs. All-weather capacity. The first one. The second one is high motion speed. The third one is automatic control system. The fourth is a low fuel or energy consumption for the motion. The fifth, reduced personnel for system maintenance. Low depreciation expenses. Long service life of the track structure supports rolling stock and infrastructure. Low costs of transport system and rolling stock and infrastructure. Low cost of constituent parts due to the use of traditional materials, engineering units and assemblies. Factors providing high comfort of passenger transportation. High evenness of the way and low motion noise, low rates of acceleration and slowdown of the rolling stock due to the absence of hindrance to traffic, the absence of traffic jams, automated control system and the absence of hazardous and unreliable transport interchanges, short time of waiting and traveling, as well as the possibility of a door-to-door ride with the use of individual transport modules. Factors ensuring high safety of traffic. Avoidance of collisions with ground vehicles, people and animals due to the arrangement of a track structure above the ground on poles. High stability of rolling stock due the anti-derailment system and independent suspension of each wheel. Reduction of accident risk due to a lack of a possibility for erosion of recessed support foundations by ground and surface waters. A tenfold strange margin of track structure and resistance of the transport system to floods, tsunamis, earthquakes and other natural disasters. Factors are reducing overall environmental pollution, absence of dusting and ecologically hazardous soil banks and pits, absence of obstacles for animals' migrations, lack of soil swamping due to the absence of obstacles to free flow of ground and surface waters, low specific fuel consumption for the transfer of passengers and freights, absence of high electric voltages, high currents and strong electromagnetic fields while applying electric traction, absence of exhaust gases, de-icing salts and products of tire wear, as well as asphalt concrete surfacing. Linear city. Linear city is an urban settlement of cluster type. The surface of the Earth is reserved for pedestrians and green plants. Transport, energy and informational communications are located above the ground at the second level. SkyWay horizontal lifts connect neighboring high-rise buildings, settlements, as well as residential, commercial, recreational clusters and allow people to comfortably move between them within few minutes. Tower stations located on the sea shelf on pile foundations have a surface island platform in the form of a parkland well developed on a layer of the fertile soil. SkyWay linear city benefits: reduction of expenses on road construction, reduction of harmful emissions into the urban atmosphere, elimination of accidents on public transport, clearance of traffic jams in the city, and restoration of proper ecology in the city. Application areas and branches: oil and gas industry. SkyWay technology provides the following features: reduction of costs for main pipeline construction by from 35 to 40%, independence of the transport system from the terrain relief, operation at lowest possible temperatures, snow drifts and permafrost soils, arrangement of heavily wheel load traffic over the pipeline transport system. Maximum capacity for SkyWay track is higher than that of an oil pipeline one way, up to 200 or 300 million tons per year. Yet the cost of transporting oil and liquefied gas will be somewhat lower than through oil and gas pipelines. Moreover, oil and liquefied natural gas can be transported in sealed returnable containers. Capacity, for example, 10,000 kilograms, tagged with an electronic card bearing the information about its composition, extraction spot, etc. It will make it possible not to mix oil from different fields as it is done now, but to process allied types of oil, sour crude oil, high paraffin crude oil, etc. separately. At the same time, construction of a SkyWay pipeline route is less costly than the pipeline of the same throughput capacity. A conventional oil pipeline, gas pipeline, transports only oil or gas and it in one way only, whereas using SkyWay alongside with them, it would be possible to transfer ore, coal, timber and other raw materials, foodstuffs, constructional materials, equipment, petrochemical products such as gasoline, diesel, fuel, etc. Rotation workers and so on can be delivered in the opposite direction. Loading and unloading of oil and gas containers can be carried out at automated cargo terminals of small size. The diameter will not exceed 100 meters. Freight transfer. Special purpose overground cargo transport system of over 100 million tons per year capacity. Areas of use: transportation of bulk cargo, ore, construction materials, coal, etc. Transportation of liquid cargo, oil and petrochemical products, natural drinking water and others. Transportation of break bulk cargo such as rolled steel, timber and wood products. Transfer of containers, transfer of special cargo. Then flexible integration into the existing infrastructure. A loading terminal is situated at the place of the bulk cargo storage and is loaded with the use of conventional conveyor. Unloading is carried out in the integration with the existing logistics infrastructure. The compact size of a freight train and innovative solutions allow to perform loading or unloading on the move at the rate of up to 8 tons per second, up to 250 million tons per year. Basic features of the mounted system: speed up to 120 km per hour, a load capacity of a freight train up to 100,000 tons, declivity up to 30%, transportation distance up to 5,000 kilometers, volume of haulage up to 250 million tons per year. Cost of the complex from 1 to 1.5 million dollars per kilometer. Basic features of the suspension system: possibility of alignment with power lines, speed up to 40 km per hour, track capacity up to 5 tons, declivity up to 30%, transportation distance up to 200 kilometers, volume of haulage up to 50 million tons per year. Cost of the complex from 1 million to 1.5 million dollars per kilometer. SkyWay in a special purpose seaport. Advantages of using SkyWay: allows for delivery of goods at the distance of 15-20 kilometers from the coast without a considerable cost increase. Also makes it possible to deliver cargo to a seaport located in the area of natural depths up to 50 meters without dredging and shore protection works. A port and the SkyWay transportation system compose an automated complex for the delivery of raw materials, which functions as a single logistics process. Basic features of the suspension system: arrangement at the depth of up to 25-30 meters, transshipment volume of bulk cargo up to 250 million tons per year, type of handling from rolling stock into the hold of a bulk carrier. The cargo and passenger rail network includes 3 components: interregional SkyWay, regional and local urban ones. A rail vehicle or unibus consists of special modules: passenger module of different equipment types, freight module of different types of cargo, combined cargo and passenger modules, special purpose modules. Interregional SkyWay. This is a stream rail overground transport system of the second level, designed of high-speed traffic at the operational speed up to 500 km per hour and carrying capacity of more than 100,000 passengers per day. Advantages: from 10 to 15 times less costly than monorail, surface mini metro, high-speed railway and magnetic levitation system, 2-3 times less costly than a traditional surface transport. Basic features: estimated speed up to 500 kilometers, capacity up to 100 passengers or more, length of span from 30 to 50 meters and more, up to 2 kilometers, height of supports from 6 to 10 meters and more, maximum declivity of the way 15%, diesel fuel consumption up to 0.7 or 0.9 liter per 100 passenger per kilometer at the speed of 360 kilometers per hour. The cost of building a high-speed cargo and passenger truck is from in the corridor from $2 to $3 million per kilometer. Regional SkyWay. Basic features: estimated speed up to 300 km per hour, capacity up to 100 passengers and more, length of span 30-50 meters and more, up to 2 kilometers, height of supports from 6 to 10 meters or more, maximum declivity of the way 30%, diesel fuel consumption up to 0.7 liter per 100 passenger per kilometer at the speed of 360 kilometers per hour. The cost of building a high-speed cargo passenger route from $1.5 to $2 million kilometers. And City SkyWay. Basic features: passenger transportation at the operational speed up to 150 km per hour, carrying capacity more than 20,000 passengers per hour, and 20-30 times less costly than subway. This system fits perfectly into the existing infrastructure of any metropolitan city, solving transport problems of big cities due to arrangement of a network of high-rise buildings with overland transport connection between them. Anatol Yunitsky. The general designer of innovative technologies and string transport, Anatol Yunitsky is a scientist and inventor, author of over 200 scientific papers, 18 monographs, and more than 100 inventions at the field of construction, transport, machine building, electronics, and chemical industries. He is the creator of string and planet-wide transport systems, as well as a number of transport infrastructure projects based on string technologies. The innovative string technology started its development 38 years ago when Anatol Yunitsky decided to optimize the transport system by making it accessible, highly efficient, and safe. The project has evolved from the stage of a string transport project to the stage of practical studies within this period. In 2001, the technology of building a string rail track structure supports and basic components as well as elements of string freight transport of the first generation have been successfully tested on the test site built at the town of Zori in Russian Federation. The current level of development of string transportation technology allows to immediately begin designing a particular route in order to production of roll stock on the fourth generation. The novelty of Yunitsky inventions is secured with Russian and international patents for inventions. Design studies. Elements of the SkyWay technology have undergone approbation in field tests at the experimental site in Moscow region in Russia, and aerodynamic tests in St. Petersburg in Russia, and the branch of laboratory testing in Minsk in Belarus and in Moscow, Russia. And what it's we are speaking, if we are speaking about technology acknowledgement, the high level of scientific and design studies of string technologies is conferred by 2 grants from United Nations from 1998 and 2002, availability of more than 50 Russian and Eurasian patents received with the period from 1994 up to 2015, about 18 scientific monographs, more than 100 scientific articles and reports in international conferences, more than 30 diplomas from international exhibitions, 2 gold medals from All Russian Exhibition Center, 3 certificates of the award winner in the national contest Russian brand of the national program for promotion of best Russian goods, services and technologies, and 2 diplomas Golden Chariot on the national public prize from the Russian transport industry in the category Project of the Year on transport industry.